Okay, now we're live, and I think it's working. Yeah, I have a kind of an empty screen. We kind of in recovery mode today. So yeah, I had one of these thorny problems that I thought I should solve some other time, but I need to solve it, and I also think it's a good lesson for everybody to understand that when you work on big complex projects, things like I had a file, a vital file in World Machine that I'm working on. Now, when I open it, World Machine just crashes. I can open the version in World Machine 3, but when I try to open the same thing in World Machine 4 that I need in order to render it, and I've done it before GaryCon, now it just crashes immediately. So I'm going to rebuild, instead of importing it from World Machine 3, I'm going to build it straight into World Machine 4 instead and see if it works. And you've had issues today, Linda. You had
Uh,
problems too.
yep. While everybody was at GaryCon, I was working on Hamlet
Yeah?
and then fixing it from the last crash. And then I opened it up tonight, and I had built a bunch of buildings and
Mm-hmm.
finished out the almost all of the village was done except for a few buildings.
Yeah.
And I have all the buildings, but the entire level's gone. Everything, the terrain, all the buildings I
Yeah.
had placed, everything gone.
Yeah.
So I need to rebuild it for the second time.
Yeah.
So I after I finished working on it and put it in my backup file
Yeah.
because it's gone, gone, gone. So I still have all the buildings, everything's fine there, but I just am missing the terrain and all the buildings that I had
Mm-hmm.
placed. And this is a brand new project. So
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with
Yeah.
Unreal. I think Hamlet's cursed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hamlet might
So
very well be cursed. They're too close to the temple, so wait until you
I
get to
think
the
so.
temple and get really bad. Yeah, for
I
me
think so
it's
because
yeah,
it's just, I don't know.
yeah. For me it's stage two. The height works well, but then when I have the second stage when I'm fixing things with drainage and stuff, and I re-import it into World Machine and then add and do some tweaks, that's the file that doesn't work. And here is the file in World Machine 3 that I'm running on my other computer. And so instead of importing it, I will actually take device after device and reconstruct it in right in into World Machine 4. That way, because my guess is that there is something with these devices in the file itself that so I need to figure it out because I need to know if I can depend on this or not. And I've tested all the versions of this file are screwed. But other things work in World Machine 4. So therefore, I will simply take these devices, instead of importing them, I will simply create the same device in World Machine 4, device for device, and then create the whole network of stuff, and therefore see if I can get it to work. So I will put this reference file on this to the sides here, and first I have an import file that imports a tiled set of elevation data. So then I will create a tiled input here, tiled file input. So I create that one in here. Ah, Houston, we have a problem. It's not the file. It's actually something to do with the yeah.
Okay, so because I should be working on Hamlet, but I want to re-download Unreal Engine and see if that fixes a lot of problems. Um, but I got a new pack that was given away free from Unreal, a medieval cathedral. So I'm going to be playing with that tonight. Um, because I really, really don't want to mess up Hamlet any further than I already have.
Yeah.
And I just made that new level um, before my last session working on it. I had made the new level and I started from scratch. I had the flat terrain and I was building highlighting where the buildings would sit and all that stuff on there and all that stuff. And it's just like,
And here
so
it
yep.
crashes again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you guys use Unreal Engine, get the free packs every month. They're worth, I think this bunch
Yeah.
is $219 or something like that. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Let's see. I'm just going to bring some pieces in here. It's got to load its textures so it does what I need. Entrance. But yeah, I'm gonna have to um, restart or delete the engines that I have right now and re-download them,
Mm-hmm.
and messed up somewhere along the way. So,
Yeah, that's no fun. And
and I don't know what it is.
the weird thing is that I get the same crash on two different machines. So therefore, my guess is that something updated in Windows that causes it. So it's not a single machine, it's not a single file, it's something that happens in World Machine 4 regardless, so to speak. So I'm
Hmm.
going to skip it for now, and might be
Yeah,
something to
because
do with NVIDIA. Skip World Machine 4, and I'm going to go
that is
into
weird.
QGIS today
Hmm.
instead. And but while I'm doing that, I can show I've updated my brought
Oh,
Obsidian up to date, so to speak. So I've updated a bunch of plugins and a whole bunch of stuff in Obsidian. So I can going to present and stuff are coming. And I needed. I
okay,
can see that
so
there was supposed to be a couple of more updates, so I
can
can do that.
put
View updates, ITC. There we
we
go.
have a texture on here? Yeah, so I'm a little frustrated right now. So,
Same here.
go Savage.
Hello, Lee. Yeah. So we have some. It's issued
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
but it's so bad that my guess is that it's something that Windows update costed or new driver in NVIDIA or something like that because it's so bad that it just keeps. Oh, there's a whole bunch of updates here.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
is wrong with Unreal or
Mm-hmm.
something, because it is not doing what it's supposed to do at all. Freaking irritating me. So I don't have any. This one I don't have any um, stuff put in here. I don't have any landscape materials or anything, so I'm just gonna get rid of
Yeah.
that. Bring this up. 4090 up to my driver on my 3060, and it's just annoying when they do that because they
Mm-hmm.
never leave things where they should be. They've always got to mess with something. And yeah, see, I don't know what's going on with
I
Unreal.
have a new NVIDIA driver I haven't installed, but I'm not going to install that while I'm doing the stream. But that might be something that's solved.
Material needs to be rebuilt again, and it's just that's the problem. What started with Unreal. Um, that's the whole thing that started the mess with Unreal, and it was just really, come on, people.
Yeah,
Um,
initiative tracker. Take it up there,
select port. No, I don't want to fall through the world. Stop it. Oh, for crying out
and then
loud.
we have that monster thing. Is
Bah.
hello, Jay. Welcome.
Okay, so got that. I'm
And
just out of sorts now. I'm really, really irritated that thing.
and
Change
all
of
of a sudden
standard
my stat
producer,
blocks
build
looked
things
better too.
currently.
So
Yeah.
okay, good. Now I need to, but it looks good. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really, really, really kind of a blender and play with something, but
yeah. But the good thing is I uh, got it up and running a lot better.
let's see. Do they give me any landscape materials? I don't think they do, and I don't have a landscape material made. Huh. Now I'm not getting that message again. Weird. Okay, so world builder should not be. Where is it? Window.
Yeah, that works. Okay, so I can
World
put that down.
settings.
Okay, now it's time to do public. There we go. So I'm going to work on some QGIS today instead to start with, because this, and then
Hmm.
see what I can do with. And then
The
when then,
final
yeah.
enemy in Foundry. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Foundry is not one that I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have a license for
although
Foundry, but I barely used it. So yeah,
I got a refund for mine because I was not in the mood to learn a new
yeah.
engine.
Mm-hmm.
But Fantasy Grounds' newest version did some fun stuff for me too. It's just been a week from you know where. Um,
Yeah,
the newest version of Fantasy Grounds 4.5 brings in the enhanced 2D
yeah.
stuff.
Is it
So you have like paper dolls.
is it cool?
It's okay.
Okay.
If you're into that kind of thing, it's awesome,
Uh huh.
once you figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
But from on my standpoint, where I'm a module creator, it has foobarred all of the modules I've done for Kobold over the last five
Ah,
years.
so the backwards compatibility relies on you doing a bunch of work.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I have to go back in, reconnect all the images.
Oh,
I have to double check the encounters to make sure they still have their tokens. I have to add measurements to every one of the tokens, and I have to add full body art to all the things. And what else do I need to do? Check the reference manuals, make sure they're in the right way. So basically, I have to go through the last 5 years of worth of work and make sure everything is still working nice and neat, and fix a bunch of shit.
okay.
Sorry for the language, but I'm
Yep.
just so frustrated. So
Is that
yeah,
something you at least can charge for? So you.
work to update
Mm-hmm.
all this. And he's like, okay, so just put it under maintenance. He says, don't get crazy with it, but do what you need to do to get them running again.
Yep.
Yeah, the paper dolls is so hinky. They shouldn't even
Oh,
released it yet, in my
oh,
opinion.
people, is that the 2.5D things in Fantasy Grounds? Is
Hmm.
that the paper dolls? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't do it just right and use their tool,
Yeah.
and do get the XML so it's the right height and things, it totally jacks
You
it up.
can't just import an image and drag it to size. That simple. It's
No,
not that simple.
no.
Okay. Yep.
To not to get it to work right and to properly size the token.
Oh. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's a big headache for me. I was working on I finished one and I finished Toma Beast 3 update the other day, and then I
Yeah.
have I'm working on Zobek Clockwork City now, trying to do all the tokens, and then they want all the tokens, so the people are jumping out of them. Like the monsters look like they're jumping out of them, so that means I have to do that too. I'm just having a wonderful week.
Yeah.
Um, but on a good note, since I had my tooth pulled and it's healing up, I'm feeling much better. I'm sleeping better,
Mm-hmm.
everything. So
That's good.
it's better on that front.
Yep. Good. Good. Good.
That particular. Oh, I
Okay.
bet it did. It made the person's view postage stamp. Yeah, I bet
Mm-hmm.
you it did. Um, I haven't tested any of mine, but I've just done them and put them down to the size that the monster says in the monster manual.
Yeah.
And if it's FUBARD, it's Fantasy Grounds because I work with the WotC developer learning how to use the program. So it was like, if he tells me wrong, then there's just something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of like in blah blah land here somewhere.
I'm down in
Um,
Zundi and make sure that I got all of them. I think I got all of them
mm,
done here.
yeah, up until about 20 minutes before the stream, I didn't know if I was going to stream or not because I haven't been feeling really good for the last couple
Yeah.
days. I went out in public like an idiot. No, I took my mom to the doctor and then we went to a big the time, and I'm sure they don't get it completely clean and scrubbed down, so I think I caught a little bit of a stomach bug.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. It
but
was like Jay and me. We had a chicken, fried chicken sandwich at
hmm
GaryCon, and when we dug into it, it was like raw like a tongue. It was not cooked through at all.
oh God.
And got new ones. And
Hmm.
they were very apologetic for it. So yeah.
Even frickin' Blender's throwing me errors.
Mhm.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Arg, I think I'm cursed.
Yeah. It's a little bit
Um,
with the World Machine. I'm not overly worried. It might be a setback and it would difficult, but hopefully it can be solved. But I'm so pissed because I need World Machine 4 to render properly. I can render in World Machine 3, but the tiling is so stuck. So we'll see. Yeah.
God, I wanted to showcase the world on
Yeah.
that I was
But I
working on
think
because I made a whole bunch of buildings for
yeah.
Hamlet, and
hmm But the good thing is that I think I'm not the only one. Since
God, why
both
do I
my
go back
computers
so?
have the same issue at the same time, that thing that makes me think that is a driver issue or Windows update or something that
Mm-hmm.
causing it. Being that he will fix it, that a lot of other people are complaining. So I've sent him
Mm-hmm.
like 10, 10 crash reports today. I
Nice.
put my email in, so he usually emails me. If I start sending 10 a day, he emails me and say, "Do you have a problem?" And he's like, "Yes, I have a problem."
Yeah, because if I go in here, I'm in back in Hamlet now. If I go into my levels where I've stored all of my level information,
Yeah.
I only have my architectural map in there, and that's gone. That's the right one. That's where I build all my little
Mm-hmm.
buildings, and then I import them into the other one. But the other one's missing now, and I don't know why. So, but I wanted to show you guys some of the buildings I've done because there's a lot of cool ones I've done. So it's like, grr. So let me try again. We'll do a new one. We'll do basic
I think we got all of them in here.
level, and we'll back out, and then I'm going to put a
Nope,
new,
there's one I missed here, so I
save
need
that,
to add that one.
save this one.
Fort Kalmudden. So I need to make this one a little bit
All right, so it's all saved. Brand new thingy.
structures
Then I'm
and
going
go
to exit
in.
out of Unreal
Yeah,
and make sure it's still there.
yeah. I
Because
think
I'm,
there's so much software that is causing so many issues right now that
hmm
it's kind of. I think the development goes. The weird thing is too slow for some reason. There's so many new versions and so much crap going on that just stop
yeah,
working
I
at the
mean,
same time. So yeah.
that image peat bug,
Hmm.
it's the sister of Battle from 40K.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
She's they're my favorite faction. But a lot of people, when you play 40K, don't want you to play for the sisters because they can beat damn near anything if you play them right. So they're like, you can't use it. Um,
There we
okay,
go.
let's see if my level is still here. All right, Hamlet Village is still there. Okay, so that's there. Let's go this way. Okay, now we'll put in a new landscape. And I don't need it that freaking huge. At least I don't think I do, because Hamlet's not that big. I can always add to it if I need to, but
Hmm.
let's see.
I saw that World Creator is coming out with a new version with rivers and stuff. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I definitely want to because now both now it's World Machine that needs a new version because that's the one that crashes. Yeah, I saw it's out. So have you played around with it? Does it look cool? And also, how the heck do you don't get pixel soup? Because that's my problem. When I run it, it's Snake and it's I still only get pixel soup until I render and yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah,
All right, so the landscape is created. Now go back into there. Save again.
that is Fort Elso, and then we have
Hi.
Ziggurat of Black should be added up here too. So it's a
Yeah,
site.
exactly. I'm not a very good tactician when it comes to 40K though. Oh, if I go into my materials, and I got this stupid slate coming up over my screen again. Enable tool tips 0. Um, where is my landscape material? Landscape material. Okay,
Yeah,
landscape.
yeah. I don't even know because the problem is that I didn't get a detailed crash report. It just crashed, and then I can probably read it. It's a log somewhere, but I'm not technically savvy enough to understand what a lot of it. So, but if
Okay,
I go
so
in and study it, I can probably
real
maybe deduct
sensitive.
something and get an idea of what kind of driver or something. But I have a NVIDIA graphics card in both computers, so it might be something with that.
Landscape. Right, base material. Missing
Uh,
required material parameters. What the hell?
yeah, and I'm sorry for my voice. It's worse than usual.
Um,
But now
no,
I get
where's my
good. I get
arrow?
to do some work with with this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh, thank you. I will, but tomorrow morning I'm going to go out and a friend of mine, she bought a new house, so I'm going there. Me and Chico is going a car
Check
ride again. He loves car rides, so that will be easy. Yeah.
compiler log.
Let's
Okay,
see,
nothing is
Fort
telling me what's
Maury.
wrong. Okay, so this this landscape material I was using is a major pain in the tuchus because it's got all kinds of material functions and crap
Yeah.
built into it. That if it's not connected, it's something I really, really, really need to study and figure it out because it's got so much stuff in there.
Fort Maury.
Come on, get over there. All right, material A. Oh, it's got all the default textures in there. Why does that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, you can see the spaghetti on this one just to get the, that's material A, one material.
Mm-hmm.
But it's doing all these generic materials. Why?
Let's
I
see
do
what.
not understand why it's doing generic materials. It should not be doing that. Well, error reporting for Windows event viewer. Okay, let me look. Let's see. Error reporting for Windows.
Okay, that was the.
Um, I don't
Okay, reporting
know
for
where
Windows
that
event viewer.
is, but
Okay,
I
yeah,
will find it.
it's being
All right,
complex.
Savage, where do I find that under error reporting for Windows? Must be
Event
Windows here.
viewer. You can search for event viewer. I think that there you can see things that crash.
Let's see. Nope, not there, not there, not there. Window. Edit. No. Window. Output log message divide output. I do not go into that thing very much, so I'm feeling totally lost now.
Dragon lair to put in here. So we have Quagmire's lair.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Unreal to know where everything is. Event. Virtuals learning library. No, 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 no. All right, well, I know what's missing. It's textures. That's the one thing. They're what do you call it? Steadfastly devoted to the Emperor. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what comes up, they're devoted to him. So it's a fun faction to play. But all right, so let me look at this. If I open this, okay, so it's showing in the landscape, but it's not showing there. Gravel ground, but something must be wrong in the master. Shader, texture lookups, scalars. Here go 4. Weird. I wouldn't doubt something got screwed up because I was playing with other landscape materials, and I think I foobarred. Landscape. Is this my good landscape?
You have a good and a bad landscape.
Well, I
Take.
have the original from Unreal Sensei, and then I have my
Oh,
version of it when I put everything in there and the textures and everything in.
yeah.
And I might have put the wrong
Maybe
one
you should
in.
placate to the evil overlords and succumb to them and use the evil one.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
might
so.
be. If you curse them, curse them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something's not liking it here at all. Let me see if I can do any painting. Oh, landscape paint.
I did
Okay,
that in an
so
adventure that run by Guild Superior, and it was awesome
Getting
at last
slow.
year's GaryCon. I
Great.
embraced the
Get
decay and all the
s-
bad. Yeah,
yes.
and I'm sorry everybody for my voice being absolute terrible today.
You just sound like you've got a cold is all.
Mm-hmm.
Textures. Okay, so Unreal Sensei is the master one that I was working from. So,
Okay, thank you, Pete Bog.
mm,
Yep.
error under error reporting from Windows Event Viewer.
Then we have towns.
Okay, so I need to do.
Put the town of Saw.
That's going to cause problems because I was playing with too many different landscape versions here. Get rid of all that crap. So let's get back to. Is this my landscape? Okay, so
I think these population numbers are way too low, so I should probably increase them because no one has complained so far. So yeah. Oh, okay. I'm that my version of it, but I'm going to go with it and put it there. So yeah.
yeah, everything's in place is what's confusing me.
Maybe I should.
Landscape
Maybe I'm
samplers.
going to upgrade it, and we're going to
Distance
end
variation.
that one, and then we're going to go to city, and we do this.
Input.
SAR.
Material input. Okay, so tint A.
There we go. I
Brightness.
make it into a city. Their own realm for. See,
Why
now
don't you
you're
put
doing the
yourself on top?
spaghetti.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my spaghetti.
Okay,
Um,
it's cool though. You're in spaghetti land, and I'm not this week. So yep.
and this is one that I did not build, so I'm
I
trying to
Yeah, I was
figure out
trying
what's
to get
wrong
into
with
spaghetti
it.
land, but it didn't want to.
Material
So yeah,
graph.
it just crashed for me.
But it's not showing it. Okay, so apply the changes.
And we have some more
Material.
forts.
Landscape. Yes. Okay, so now
To
what does it do?
so. And then we
Save
have Fort
all.
Murma
Yes.
here in
Okay, so now
town.
auto material weight blended. I want to do. Aha! There we go. Now it's working. Just had to redo my shared
Murma.
assets.
Yep.
And weight blended. Save and
There we go.
there's
One of
save
Scarlet Brotherhood's
E.
little
Is this one?
kind of bridgeheads on the
This
continent here.
is
And
not
then we have
blended.
another one here at Shebikav.
Save.
It's
Save.
down here.
Save. Alright, so that should be back to normal. Yeah, that'll work. It's not as dark as my other previous one, but this'll work.
Yeah. Be
And if I, whoops,
should be
actually get
Cav.
down to it, it actually looks kind of like grass. Save. Okay. Now I need to go back and pull in. Oh, the Hamlet material that I made.
Yeah. So then we have
This
Solapika.
What is the landscape guide? I don't even know what the hell that is. LU1 texture. Is this something I did? I don't even know.
Atlati Shoklo. Okay, that one needs to. I need to do a little search and see what I got from then. that's something I invented for some reason on my map. So, oh, it's not a town. It's a city.
Texture in it, so
There we go.
Hamlet Village texture. That one's there. Landscape coordinates.
There we go.
Value 1, value 1. Okay, so that is the one that I made for putting the texture on the world. Haha! There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Haha!
See? You're making progress. I like to hear that.
That's what the way
That's
I
good.
had it.
Yep.
And my world is a little stretched, I think. My map. Yep, it is a little stretched. Okay, so I need a bigger landscape than this. Because it's not big enough now. Okay, so landscape. 50. That's. How big is that in comparison to the thingy? This is what irritates me is when I have to go back and fix the whole blasted thing now. It's like, grr.
Yeah.
Merged buildings. Where's my blacksmith?
Okay, now I need to Bakal here. See if we can. If that one is
so
already. Bakal is there.
It's roughly the same size for layout.
And Sharpa is there too.
Alright, so that'll work.
Good. And then we have Anatal here on the east coast. That one is also there.
I need a
Then we have
bigger
Alukotla here in
landscape. Delete that. I need a bigger one.
Yep, that one is there. Good.
64 by 64, 63.
Soon I'm done with all the settlements, so we can go into doing all the roads.
And paint. Good. Landscape selection. Go here. Go. Where did my landscape material go? Landscape. Landscape. Okay, and then shared assets I have to recreate. Not a problem. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, guys, but I'm
It's okay. You can say
trying
you're
to get
talking
this stuff
to me.
straightened out, and it's just
Yeah, we're back
mess.
into work mode. We each talk to ourselves, and
yeah.
okay. Now it should be Ishhamra Ishamama. Should be down here
Is
somewhere.
your mama?
Yeah,
The heck?
Ishamama. Yeah. Continent's so big that these places get. There we go.
Save.
It's supposed to be there, so.
Is it who was talking about? I forget which one of you was talking about Fantasy Grounds, but there's an actual program if you're interested. It's in the video that Fantasy Grounds put out not too long ago. There's a actual program that you set your measurement of the picture, and then you tell it the character is how many feet, and then how many grid squares is that going to equal.
Yeah.
So there's a program you can use to set that.
Okay. Cool.
Hello, Edic Pratt.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Pete Bog, that is so true. Sometimes talking to yourself is the best way. Blended and not be blended. Yes.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Alright, so we're back to that. Now, I want to...
we have...
yeah, it's in
Ikeland.
one of the videos that Doug did. Actual Fantasy Grounds channel. He links to the... it's called the Fantasy Grounds something. I don't remember what it's called. Let me look real quick. It is... Come on, open the drive. There you go. Where did I put? I put it here somewhere. eDrive, Cobalt Press. Nope, eDrive, not Cobalt Press. Metadata Builder. Image Metadata Builder.
Okay.
Whoops, wrong one. Cancel this one.
Okay, what? that on the...
Seriously, open the cotton picking program. I'm having troubles tonight.
Mhm.
This one is why is it telling me that it's needs to be unpacked? Swear to God, this computer's going nuts on me.
I need to reinstall my laptop, my old laptop too, because I think that the poor performance is not only due to
Find
its age,
extracted
it's
all.
also
Oh my
due
God.
to I upgraded it from Windows
Extracted.
10 to Windows 11 without reinstalling it from scratch. So I'm going to do
Mm-hmm.
that, so that way I can at least hopefully
Yeah.
squeeze out another year of life on it.
I just did that with my laptop. I brought it up to
Mhm.
like Windows 11 and it's screaming. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, so that's for next year. I want to get a good laptop so I can run games and stuff at conventions and work
Mm-hmm.
prop and have like good performance on doing things for conventions.
Yeah.
So
Like I
that's...
said, I would have loved to have gone to Gary Con, but between my tooth
yeah,
and the money I had to spend there
and
and the
snowstorm
hotel,
and weather
well,
and all. Yeah,
snowstorm and
yeah,
everything, but the hotel was going to be over $800 by the time I got done, and I
yeah.
just can't.
No,
That's
and
just
then
way
yeah,
too much money.
yeah, yeah. There
Oh,
was
for
only
God's
thanks
sake, will
to
you freaking
good
run?
conditions that I could help out at the convention, get a badge, and get my expenses paid for. That's the only reason I can come. So yeah.
Hmm. God, this is bright. Of course, they don't make a dark version of it, so you're going to blind yourself if you work in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
But you take an image. Let me bring in one of Cobold's images and I'll show you how it works real quick. Cobold, master assets, art. We'll
Bamboo
just
is
go
there.
into
I think we're
Sobek collector.
kind of
Looks good.
set
Um,
here.
art. And you bring in one of your characters. So
Yeah,
you got
boo.
him. You go set measurement region. You set the parameters of where your picture is.
Uh-huh.
Then you set a height, which is medium characters about 6 feet. Grid height's going to be 1 because each grid is 10 feet. And then you set your center of your floor,
Mm-hmm.
and boom. And then you save the XML, and it'll automatically
Oh,
save it
that's
back in
smart. Is
that
that
file.
web-based or is it something you install,
It's a
download?
standalone.
Okay,
It's
which
just
is
an
kind of
exe
good.
file you run.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then you go
And
into
then
where you
creates
got
the
it,
XML
and then
that
there's a
goes with
little
it.
XML file here.
Yeah.
Oops, that gives you the information that that paper doll system
Ah,
reads.
okay. And once you learn the structure, you can kind of manually edit them if need be too, I guess. Yeah.
You can, yeah.
It's done.
Um,
So yeah.
but yeah, it's called the Image
Mm-hmm.
Metadata Builder EXE.
Yeah. It
So
would be
that's how that
smarter if they
works.
had that in the
So
file name or something. If they can just put the little code in file name, so you can
really?
name them
Do you
properly.
think they'd be like that?
No,
Never
but that would
mind.
be smart because
I'm
I
not gonna
hate companion files because then I will copy over the image and forget to copy over the that little sidecar file, and I will be
I'm
screwed, so
gonna
to
be
speak.
nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's interesting, and it might be... yeah.
it would take a lot more time to set up than just using the flat maps.
Mm-hmm.
Put it that way.
Yeah,
Got duplicates here. I
there
don't want
should be a
duplicates
couple
of
of
this stuff.
places here. Yeah, far shore here on...
Okay, so now save all content. Yes. All right, is everything working right now? So do this one. We'll do to have to do it. So
town. We have the town of Far Shore.
let's create a sign up layer info.
Put that
Yeah.
one here.
See, you dang program, you did not do the right thing. Stop it now. Behave yourself.
There we go.
Hello, hello, Rithix. I'm
Hello,
so starting obsidian
Rithix.
plains with black sand dunes. Just what? I'm so staring at obsidian plains with
Yep.
black sand dunes. I
Mm-hmm.
just can't. I don't even know what that is. So
It's something you do
uh,
in World Creator, is my guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Welcome, Refix. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Okay, Far Shore. Far
Do
Shore.
fresh weight blended
Town
layers here.
walled free.
Fresh.
There we go.
But yeah, I just finished Toma Beast 3 with that program and I had 408 measurements to do. Minor, sometimes it'll
Mm-hmm.
say it's 7 feet tall. If the animal is standing perfectly straight and nice and tall,
Yeah.
it's that. But if your artwork it has them crouched down,
Yeah.
then you'd have to kind of interpret where your
Mm-hmm.
height should be,
Yeah. Yeah,
in
because
relation to 6 feet.
it's the graphics that needs to look appropriate, so to speak.
Right, right. So there's a lot of it that on Toba Beast 3 is probably going to be wrong because I didn't test
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah.
But I was not going to go in and test 400 different monsters to see if they
Oh,
were measuring right.
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It takes a long time to get it all done. So, what the hell is going on?
Okay.
Now this is gone.
Let's go over and do
Grr,
the
grr, grr,
far
grr.
distant
Let's see.
lens here that I might not
All right,
have
back to selection
done at
mode.
all here. Mm-hmm.
Landscape.
Yeah.
Where's my landscape?
I'm I'm still kind of impressed that you can work in World Creator, but for me, I only see
Okay, so
pixel
we
mess.
have
That's the
that.
pixel blur that it can. Yeah.
Those are in. Are they
Oh,
beauty?
you work with real materials. That's super cool.
Dev obsidian is. Didn't start. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I was trying to do an obsidian mountain range adjacent to a black sand desert. I'm struggling with the height because screen illumination. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Way too complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Like this landscape material, I couldn't build it myself because there's too many things you got to catch and you got to all the options you got to put in. I can make super simple one,
Mm-hmm.
just slap it together and blend them all together. I can do that. But this is an auto landscape. So if I take and put a big hill in it, it automatically changes the texture based on how tall it is. So yeah, I couldn't do it very easily. Um, what am I doing? I am doing this, and I've got all the textures in there. God, everything is loaded right. Everything is there, and the parent is there. Okay, so save. Um, yeah, when you really look at the spaghetti on this one, and when I imported it from the other project, I had to reconnect everything. What a
Yeah.
pain it was. I had errors right and left on it when I first imported it because somehow or another it um, lost all the connections where things were going to and stuff. So I had to sit one by one and try to figure out where they needed to be
Oh.
connected again. It was a pain. I did it though, but that's why I'm protecting this one so much, is
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but something is not working right. I think tonight is just not my night for Unreal.
To do something in World Machine that just crashed. It crashed,
Okay,
crashed, crashed.
now you're there.
I've sent I think 15 crash reports today. So
Let's
whatever I
see.
tried, and now it seems to no
Okay,
matter what I
now
do, if I just do anything complicated,
phase.
it just crashes World
Okay,
Machine 4.
there.
So
Now it's working. Okay, now it's working right.
which is kind of funny. The new
If I
version
do
that doesn't
that,
work and the old works. Yeah,
when I do this one, it should non-weight blended layer. Okay, now save,
might be time to seriously look into
save,
Gaia 2, but the problem is that they don't have tiling fully set up yet. So
save. Yeah, the
that's the
non-weight blended layer is not showing,
I'm
so
waiting for that part.
I need to do
But I might have to look into
this.
Pixel Soupy World Creator because they have cool stuff now. So
Well, I really enjoy Unreal, but some days.
some days you'd want to do something else.
And save again, save again. All right, so if I get this fixed so I can have my landscape back,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll be in business. We'll see. I think for tonight, I'm just going to show you guys the buildings I have
Yeah.
merged.
I'm going to
Um,
test one other thing because it might be something with the location of the files because I had an issue with that hard drive
control.
disappearing. So I'm going to save the. Well, no, it doesn't
Okay,
matter because I have the save, not the where the files are stored.
okay, so
Because then you wouldn't get exactly the same problem on two
there's
machines.
the village hall we did.
It's machine independent. It's yep.
And here's the tailor that I built. Can't see it very good because it's too bright. Let me adjust the sunshine. The lighting is hard to do in this thing too. So you can set what area time of day the sun is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to do sometimes.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn it down to like 2. There we go. Now I can actually see what they look like. But this is the tailor shop that I made.
And now I'm going to put you on top
Um,
because now you're doing cool stuff and
this is the
cooler
money
stuff than me.
changer
Yeah.
that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And the money changer has a different facade,
Now I'm going
I
to.
think. Nope, I didn't.
I'm
I made
going.
it more like a tank because the money changer is his house is here, and then this is the main money changer's office.
Oh,
But
cool.
I made it solid with reinforced windows
Hmm.
because he handles gold.
I'm going to look at your
Silver.
screen big here so I can see it.
So
See it
that's
properly.
that one. I did the church
Hmm.
because I made my own version.
Wow.
So this is your main entrance
Fancy.
right here.
That looks very fancy.
So I figure it's made for Heronius. I think it is. It's
No,
made
it's
for him. Uh,
Cuthbert.
there you go, Cuthbert. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, but I figure, it's kind of cool.
Hmm.
And then since the big dogs from Verbabonk paid for it, they'd probably pay for something pretty
A
cool.
little bit luxurious, yep. I'm
Hmm.
considering some of the other luxurious buildings in the town that looks cool.
Walk into it. I didn't do a whole lot with the inside, but this
Yeah.
is what it says to do um, in the thing. And
Hmm.
I had a heck of a time getting this shape in the roof.
Oh,
Luckily, they
you
had a
sure?
four-direction roof, so
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was able to build it
But
without
it
too much
looks
trouble.
good. It looks really
And
good.
then
Yeah.
there's a little, I'm going to make this little garden
Hmm.
with I don't know what symbol this is, but it's going to be good
It should
enough
be
for
a
now.
cudgel. Yep.
Yeah, cudgel, yep. But this can be that for now. I can always
Hmm.
change it out and stuff
Hmm.
around and things like that.
Yeah.
I made the mill, which is the flour mill that's in town. And I made it in such a way that this can be um, movable and the water can
Ah.
turn it.
Hmm.
So I might have to edit this and take the water wheel off if I can't get it to
Yeah.
animate quite right because there's no animations built into it. But um, if not, I'll figure it out.
Hmm.
So we got that. What else did I make? This is what I did when everybody did the herdsman's house.
Oh. Yeah.
It's kind of a simple house. Wainwright I already had. Actually, here's the moneylender's house. This one.
Oh. Come on. That is fancy.
He's way too rich, so I can use either this one or this
Hmm.
one. But he's a rich little bugger.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
I
realize
figure
that
since
it's
it's a
so. Hamlet can be. It's really fancy. Hmm.
yeah, Hamlet can be, this one, and then there's this other one. This one here that I can use too, either one. So it fits more with the thingy. But I figure, with the temple, they're probably going to import stone and stuff for the temples because they're special. So plus it's the only pack I had that actually had a decent looking temple in it.
Okay, interesting question, Lee.
Oh,
Question about pre-modern desert trail. I think they will just be because back in the day they didn't use a lot of times across the desert they just used
village elder.
if you assume they use camels and horses and stuff as beast of burden, then they didn't use a road. They just follow a trail, and that can vary due to seasons, and also a lot of deserts, sand deserts vary, so you don't build roads.
Money
So you
changer.
simply follow the general direction, and then you just go with the landscape. So sometimes if this dunes shift, that means that you have to adjust, so to speak. So it's more like navigating on the ocean than on land in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So this temple is, I figured they'd imported all the stone for it. They didn't use the standard stone around there,
Hmm. Yeah.
because the church is pretty changer. If I end up not liking this building, I'll just take it out and put the other guy back in so it blends in with the village a little more.
Yeah.
Um, I was just trying different stuff and building different things. And here's the village elder, his house, because he's got the house with the fence all the way
Oh. Oh
around it.
wow. Yes.
That one took me quite a bit to build,
Hmm.
so it took me a little bit. Only thing I'm not happy with is the gate. It's decorated, so it's real fancy.
Yeah.
One of them closed, so I should have made it so you can get it in and out. And
Yeah.
I was having trouble with it doing anything that day, so
Hmm. Oh, but
I'm lucky I've
it
got what I've
looks.
got.
Yeah.
That's the village elder.
Hmm.
What else did I build? Anything else? I reused some of the other buildings, like some of the smaller houses and things for the other houses that are in town. So I just repurposed them a little bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have a good chunk of them done. I don't know if I showed anybody that one. Just a long, skinny house, the carpenter's house. So, but yeah, those are the ones I did. I was really happy with how the
Hmm.
church turned out.
Yeah.
A lot of glass, and then these are braziers. They're going to have little flames in them
Yeah.
when I get it all done,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll hear the little crackling of the thing when you get done.
Yeah.
I want to go back and revisit Narganstall too and add the. I just haven't had the time to dedicate to relearning how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the village elder is a retired farmer, and I'm assuming if he has a compound like this, he would have a fancy gate.
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely.
You know, he has a pretty freaking fancy place. He's got lamps on the front of it. So with
Mm-hmm.
um the collisions, I couldn't get him to clear the doorways. I don't know
Yeah.
what was going on with it. Maybe that's why half of it's messed up. But um if I can, I'll keep them and take the doors out because I can always edit these. They're just static meshes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just you know I was having major problems. So I could not get any of the collisions to work out on the welcome wench. So I couldn't get inside the building at all. It stopped me at the door. So that's what I was doing while you guys were at GaryCon. I was working on all that stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
But for right
Good
now,
work. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am gonna try and get my landscape back together. I did not, because yeah, the welcome wench does not have a door on it yet. I left it without, well, here, I'll show you. I left it without um anything, but
Mm-hmm.
when you're on here running, and I added, did it take that? It didn't add. See, now I added a porch onto the front of here and steps too, because
Yeah.
that was another problem I was running into was setting it in here into the ground so you could actually walk into it without doing anything. When you go down in the basement, it's it's actually solid ground. It doesn't work well
Ah, gotcha.
when you do the
Yeah.
actual play.
Mm-hmm.
So I was having trouble with that too. But
Yeah.
let me see if it still does it or not. I might not try. And I'm gonna drop. Where did it drop me now? Crying out
Uh-oh.
loud. Oh, what are you doing, Unreal? Come on,
There you
behave
go.
yourself. It's because my spawn point is halfway in the ground. Get out of the ground. Put all these up, out of the way, and get you up out of the ground so I'm not stuck in the ground when I have to spawn. And we're going to save everything. And do that. There, now I can do that. Where'd it go?
Was
This
damn,
is the
it's a big
welcome
house.
wench.
Yeah.
That's,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's like a
She's
shopping mall.
she's not tiny, that's for sure.
Come on. It's huge.
Mm-hmm. But that's what they drew.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I made.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and let's see if I can get into the door here. Because I was having trouble with it not wanting to let me through the door. Yep, going through. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. But I've checked it to see if my collisions are messed up on it. And I don't know enough about collisions to actually get it straightened out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a little frustrated with it. But I was fighting with it, trying to get it so the ground wasn't interfering once I was inside.
Yeah.
Because if I take the player start, where's my player start? I can't see it. Player start and put it inside the building and then try to run downstairs, it gives me problems because I think you run through the ground kind of thing. So I need to really buckle down one of these days and work on this, but with all the stuff I have going on with Kobold now, I don't know how soon I'm going to get to it. So, there I'm inside me again. Stop it. Oh, I put myself outside. Grr. Oh, inside you go. Inside the middle. Yeah, I should be inside now. And I fall through the world. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Problems I'm having. I wish I knew
Mm-hmm.
more about the collisions and stuff, but I don't. But it's just annoying when you don't know enough to fix what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm on the roof. Cool. we'll just see the I have a box collision and then it drops. So somehow or another, the box collision is not recognizing the doorway. And I thought it was different layers I had built,
Yeah.
but I didn't have the collision right on the different layers. So I don't know. We'll figure it out one of these days. My whole thing is just to get the whole thing put back together and get it to stay together is my thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really odd. Um, Too tall. What do you mean too tall, Savage? I don't quite follow what you're talking about. Um, but yeah, it's really strange that it won't let me in there. And it used to. Complex collisions to other collisions, it doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with it. So maybe one more thing I want to check here. So if I have the full thingy here.
Oh, your avatar. Is that too big?
Oh, could be, could be. She's the default, so it's possible that she's too tall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see, we'll set that there. And I want to check one thing actually in the model that I had to fix in static meshes before.
Okay.
It's kind of just popped back into my brain. It's like, oh, yeah.
So I would have a problem as an Unreal creature because I'm only 5'10", so I
Thank you
would
for
have a big problem. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Get. Let's see. I don't remember what I have to set it all dynamic, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's tricky. Let's see here.
Where's my player start? Where'd you go? You're over there. Oh, you're back over here.
Yeah, 5'10". Yep. The ejection seats we used were it's actually not only it's the distance your how long your legs are. If they are too long, then that's the usually the tricky bit.
Okay, so play again. Now, I set it
I
to
think you can
block
be up
all
to almost
dynamics.
6 feet.
Okay, so, aha. But now it's not blocking the floor because she's walking
Yeah.
through the floor. But at least I got inside. That's one step. So, but this is a problem I was running into. I can't even get close enough to see it. But you can see my ground is in the way. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. I can't set it in the ground like that. So, but now the collisions are all messed up because now it's not recognizing anything. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look at that and see if I can figure it out. But I was running into problems with that because if I leave it like that, you can't run into the basement. So what I had done is I had raised it up off the ground, the appropriate height to keep the thing out of the ground, and then landscaped around it with dirt mounds and stuff. Is what I had done. I had taken like that. They just had their foundation repaired or something.
Yep.
To kind of compensate for those problems I was having with it.
Yep.
So I did that kind of thing. And then I had taken
So you put that's cool. Yeah, you make a little
front,
around it. So yep.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank
a
you, Pete Bog.
staircase on the front of it.
It was cool. Yep.
So
Oh,
like
there you
this.
go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you had a
And
little
these are
overhang on
pre-made
it.
models. You can kind of
Yeah, it's from the
height for the door.
I
Yep.
still don't know if it's going to be the right height, but at least it'll work a
It
little
looks
better.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do more, but I figure it's just one of those things, you know.
Yeah.
So always griping about airplanes. Yep.
Yep.
But you know, I did the little staircase and stuff for it to put like a front entrance on the thing because I thought it looked bare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stuff
So
like that makes it just like having a little bit of a pile up of dirt and stuff around it also looks good.
yep,
Makes
yep.
it.
So it was centered on there.
Yep, Lee. It's Griffin. Yep. It's
So
Swedish for Griffin. Yep.
got that, and then these are over here.
What does that mean, Pete Bog?
So that's what I was messing with when I was doing the last session, was trying to figure out all that stuff.
See, now you're caught up, and I'm got
I'm
nowhere
getting
with
there.
my World Machine stuff that
But
just crashes.
now
So
I think I'd
blowing your
rather have
raspberry. Okay, awesome.
Yep. Okay, so now what was I doing? I was doing
Let's see here.
my material.
Up
I
there we have a
need my
city.
reference material.
City.
Reference material.
I will be almost done with all the settlements, which is
Landscape
the
guide.
majority of stuff. There we
So
go.
I need to put that in there. So I get Hamlet back. And I need to
Alt.
because it's kind of annoying when you set up the material because it
That's awesome.
offsets it.
Pete Bog, you
So,
learned to spell it from Calvin and Hobbes. That's so cool.
yep. Leave it to Pete Bog.
What you can
Causing
learn
chaos again.
from cartoons. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is the stuff I need to figure out how to do it. Like the way I'm planning. But
Well, it's the
when I do
day
that,
when
there's
things
like
don't
8
work.
billion of them.
Yeah. Nothing
So,
today has barely nothing has worked the
uh,
way I intended it to do
oh
today.
yeah,
So yeah.
it's been a day.
Yeah,
You just
it's
kind of
been a real
chalk it up to a loss after a while, and
yeah,
it's just
it's
like
been a
enough.
real bad day for things to work the way they're supposed to. So
And
ting.
this is not quite setting the way I want it here. Because I really don't want to have that little bit of land on that side of the village.
Yeah.
I would like to center this more on my landscape, but I don't know how to change that.
And we have the city of Lambo up here. These are just I put them in there because someone put them there from earlier maps, but on my campaign map rework this in the future if I ever get there, so to speak.
Save that. Yes.
Okay.
Save.
Oh.
So I have just a basic. Why is my landscape coordinates that color? That's weird. Landscape coordinates. There. That's weird. That's shouldn't be that color. It should be that color. And then now. Oh my. I think I'm gonna have to put a tiling option in there. Because now it's really tiny. Okay, so we need to put a scaling option in here.
Okay,
so
now we'll
put a multiply node. And we're gonna put it from there into here. And then we're gonna do one factor into here, make that into a variable. And we're gonna go tiling. That should take care of that. Value of 1. And then should be able to do that. So now I can control the size of the tiling.
Yeah.
That should do the trick, I think.
That's a little town, so okay. Or
Not
large
sure,
town, but yeah.
I'm certainly going to give it a shy take and make this into a material instance. Landscape guide. And I apply that to my landscape. Come on, Unreal, catch up to me. Why are you being so pokey? Hello? There you go. Wake up. Save. Alright, so now if I take the instance and put it in there, now I can tile it by just going in here. So tiling, we're gonna go 0.438 or something like that. And
okay, and save.
Not work. Let's go the other way. Okay, so that makes it a lot
That was all
smaller.
the settlements there. Now we have to look at the settlements in the Sea of Dust. It's not that many.
Update.
There's a couple of them here. I'm only going to add the ones that are named,
Hmm.
and they're only named null, obelisk, and.
Something is not working right here. Okay, so that's that landscape guide. My tiling is not working for some reason. It works inside the instance, but it doesn't transfer to this. Why? Saving. Let me go back here, get rid of that, and do this one just to make sure it's working there. 438. See, it's not updating live, and I don't know why.
Okay. Oh, do Cobalt Press have an Arabian Nights setting in Midgard? Yes, they have in Southlands.
Yes, the Southlands would be your spot.
Yep.
The entire South.
It's the northern part there is kind of Middle Eastern,
Southland is Middle
Arabic.
Eastern and
Yep.
Egypt and that area. A lot
Yep.
of Egyptian style
Yep.
monsters and stuff in there.
Yep.
Like walking, talking crocodiles and sacred hippos and things like that in there.
And cats.
Yep. And Bastet cats. Yep.
Yep.
They're after the goddess Bastet. All right. So I need. Okay, that looks pretty squarish. That's Let's see. So landscape coordinates. If I want to move X and Y, what do I do? Okay, so I tiled it. Now I need to offset. I don't remember how to offset textures. Grrr. I'm one of these people that if you don't do it on a routine basis, you don't remember how to do it. It's like, arg. And it's been a while since I did that. So let's put this in here. Not compatible. Okay. Float is not compatible with the texture. Okay, so that's fine. Roughness. Okay, everything's there. I just figured out how to offset it. Here's where my brain goes, I know you've done it at one time or another, but I don't remember how to do it.
You should make it. Oh, that's because you're tiling the image. That's why you have these white margins. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tiling it, but it's not the right size because I don't know what the actual number is, but I'm trying to shift the entire thing over on the landscape.
Yeah.
So it doesn't set it so close to the edge.
Yeah.
And last time what I did is I just went back in landscape mode and added pieces to this side to give me the extra spacing. But I'm trying to do it the right way. And I don't remember how to do it. X, Y, row position X, Y. Don't remember what that does. Scale result. No, that's not the one I remember seeing. Anyway, that's what I need to do with it. But I need to get this to approximately 25 or 20 feet per square, because I think that's what the scale is. Yeah, 20 feet per square. So it's going to be a little off because I see it stretched it a little bit on the x-axis or y-axis.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to correct that either, but I'll figure it out. I have my mannequins in here yet. Or did they get deleted too? Meshes, materials, mannequin. Where's my mannequins? Mannequins are gone. Grrr. Okay, so don't want to see that. I don't need to see that. my
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, so we're gonna mannequin in from my files somewhere here.
Yeah.
Unreal Assets, is that where it was from? Placeholder, no, textures, no. Mannequins, where are you hiding? I have almost 12 gigabytes of storage on this computer, so I'm just like, arg.
Yeah.
Let's see, Unreal Engine, templates. Where is Quinn? Okay, so it's in third person is where it's gonna be. I thought just like having struggle problems. I'm gonna struggle less tonight. Base color bin, image complete, FBX, projects, assets, animations, exported from UE5.
Yep. Let's see. We have Eye of Jorami here, so I need to.
Isometric, no, mix mode, no. Textures. It's not what I'm looking for.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lee. That. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of what it is. Problems I'm trying to fix that I can't even remember where I put
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's
Constant
just like
inconsistent technical difficulties. That's the
exactly.
the expression of the day. Yep.
That's exactly what it is too, because
Mm-hmm.
my brain is just like, sure.
Yep.
And I know I've got the mannequins saved somewhere. I just don't remember where. That's the problem.
At least I'm making good progress here on the GIS stuff, so that's good.
Splendor.
And we should not structures, but we should have a town. The town of Darkgate.
Okay, so it's got to be here somewhere. Rapsters, Mega Jam, no. Screenshots. Unreal, isometric, Mixmo. Icons, FX textures.
Yep, caused by new issues popping up before the original ones are resolved. Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh dear. Yep.
Yeah, it's been rough. Is all I'll say.
Yep.
It's been
And
really
here we
rough.
have the another. Need to put that one there.
Mannequins. Aha, they're there.
And
I found him.
keep of the Borderlands.
Quick.
Keep on the
Quinn,
Borderlands.
6
Yep.
foot, and I want her in my stuff. Import into there. I found her. I found Quinn. She was hiding on me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Import all. Oh, no smoothing group. I don't care. Get off my screen.
And then we have a Dwarven Town.
There she is.
Put that one in here.
Save. Okay, so
There. See if I can spell that.
why is that in that?
Urja.
These are not supposed to be here either.
Urakbek.
Beck.
There we go, with 2 R's.
I got stuff
Yep.
all jacked up here.
Down Dwarven World.
Doggers buildings right here. And we're gonna get rid of that. Delete. Yes. Okay.
And then we have a Fort Elderwall.
Save.
That's a great name. By the way, I like that for a castle.
And I can't see my typing. New folder. Where it is? There it is. to mannequins and put you three in there. Move here. Save them. I'm slowly getting there. Very, very slowly, but I'm getting there. It's like going back and fixing
Hmm.
problems is not my forte some
No, and
days. It's just like,
it's kind of nice to make progress and not have to go back and it's I've done that so many times in World Machine 2, and it's like it works and then it stops working, and so to this because I don't want to. But since it's the latest version of the software that seems to have the issue and not the older version, so therefore there's a chance that he might fix it, because otherwise I'm screwed, so to speak. Then I have to start using Gaia or something else.
yeah, I was watching some videos on Gaia. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be really cool.
They're
The problem is that they don't have tiling enabled yet properly in World 2, in
oh,
the thing. It's my
okay.
curse. The features I'm interested in and need are always the last one to be developed, the very
Hmm.
last version. It's the last one implemented in the version, which means that I almost always have to use the previous version, because the features I need and are interested in are normally not enabled until there is an alpha of the next version out, so to speak. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
almost, yeah, because I'm interested in tiling the rivers and some of that large stuff that most people don't even care about. Seems like.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Renaming
that's why
assets.
I'm
Yes, yes,
almost
yes.
always one version behind everybody.
Yeah, when I lose focus on something, it's so hard to get it back some days. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, because it's like I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that, I
Yep.
got to do that, and it's just like, okay, stop. You need to do one step at a time.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to get Quinn back so I can do my measurement sticks. What the hell? She's gone again? Where the hell did she go? Now she's at that folder's empty. Meshes. And that one's empty. What the bloody blah 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 is going on here? Move it all to here. Mannequins,
The
meshes. There they are.
veil
Okay. So this one, get
down.
off my screen. I need to do this and then delete that folder. Oops, hang on. So it's a software for finding something in the last place. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Mine's more like Google with 25 tabs open and that I don't know which one I'm on kind of thing. Because I'm thinking constantly about Kobold, how many things I have to do there. It's just like I can't compartmentalize this stuff and get rid of it. So, and 35 projects is a lot because
Mm-hmm.
I've got major adventures in it, like adventures. And if anything's messed up on those, then I'm going to be like, grrr. So I prefer to look at all those tabs as places I am. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm currently in all of them. So, and none of them are responding. So that's just, ugh. Meshes. Okay, so I want to mannequins. Okay, so you're good. In because I had her set together. Duplicate. And then we're gonna do let's see.
We have a
We're
little
gonna call
village
her
here too, so we need to
my
go in there and
save.
villages.
Save.
We have the little village of Woods End over
Don't
there.
know why that's there. Could just as well get rid of that folder. I'm trying to keep this file as neat as possible, and it's not really working well.
Neat is not really, when I'm working in my stuff, it's
Ugh.
never neat because I'm working on the edge of what's possible. So neat is, it's always solutions that is like virtual duct tape putting together things
Yeah,
with, and
right?
that's why it breaks often, because I'm on the margins of what can be done. So yeah.
Okay, so my Quinn is going to be my measuring. I'm going to put a new folder inside here.
Then we have a
That is called
town.
measure.
The yeomanry is really well developed in the Living Greyhawk era. They put lots of stuff into there. A lot of good names and stuff too. So
Just going to pull her into my measuring aids.
white. Um,
Save again. Dang it, throat, stop.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing now?
I put a town in and it didn't appear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did you kill Photoshop?
Now I'm kind of curious. Towns.
All
Okay.
right, so now I have to
Okay, I'm going to
reconstruct.
try it again.
X
And I put it
axis.
there.
Oops. Oh,
And
so
I put in
minus 90.
White
All right.
Hurst.
So
And
she's
I put in
approximately 6.
town.
These are 20.
S. Okay, I must have done something wrong because it is now it works. Yep.
And up. My sophisticated measuring tools are so
So
lovely.
it was just false alarm. It works. Oh, you put
That's good.
mannequins in here? Yeah.
Yep, I'm making my mannequin again because she disappeared, my measuring stick. So
Ah.
I don't know what happened.
Well, she went on strike or needed a break. Yeah.
Yeah, she went on
You
straight. There
worked
you go.
you worked too hard. Worked her too hard. Yeah.
All right, so lighting. We're gonna delete the floor because I don't need that anymore. Landscape, you're gonna go up in there, so you're out of my way. Go in there too. And then I need to make a new folder. This feels like starting from scratch. New folder.
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling quite often too.
And we'll put that in there. And we're gonna save it again. Alright, so now she is, and these are 20-foot squares, so I need to make it slightly bigger.
A trolley problem. Yeah.
Trolley problem? What's that?
It's the trolley. That's the philosophical or moral issue where you have lots of people. So if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
divert the trolley to only kill one instead of kill many, should you do that and stuff like that? So I guess that's the fantasy version of the trolley problem or something. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
hmm
Okay.
I think that's what Mike means. Yeah.
Material instance. Okay, so that's Quinn. I'm not
There we
worried
have.
about that. Landscape. I need to get the
Yeah.
scale right.
Don't be sorry. That's good. Yeah.
No, I just never heard that before. I was like, what?
Yeah, they take that up when you talk about moral and ethics class and stuff. Then you in philosophy and also in various jobs and stuff, you have to think about what to do. Yeah, to illustrate that sometimes there's no good options, least least bad option.
The least impactful
Yeah.
one. Use a stick figure on the grid. Maybe think of that. Ah, gotcha. I don't pay a lot of attention to that sort of thing, so.
That's a good. As long as they're only virtual casualties, it's okay. Yep.
That is not changing that, so we'll put that back. Leave it alone. Or if we still kill Spock or to kill Kirk. Kirk, he's annoying.
That's good, Lee. Yep, and Pete Bog.
Let's see. Yes, I like that. I am trying to make my scale bigger, which I need to get to. Material omelet. Okay, I need to change that back to a material instance. Where am I at? Landscape material. No, I don't need to do that. I just need to go in here. Where's my landscape? Textures. Reference materials. Yep. Make this one into a instance. I can take care of that. Landscape guide. Save. Okay. Now I can replace that with the actual that one. And I can turn tiling on. And I need to change the tiling.
Yeah.
So it's not big enough. So that means I gotta make that
We have a couple
number
of holes and stuff here in the
smaller.
mountains too, to make sure I don't forget about them.
0.005.
The giants will be pissed at me if I forget about Hold of Grugnur and Griffin's Reach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we have the
0.05.
that is a dungeon.
0.006. Nope, going the wrong way. 0.00335. Ooh, almost. Have such what do you call it? Sophisticated methods of doing things. 0.35, so 3.1. I think that's too big. Actually, that might be really close. 0.0031 might be really close. It's not as wide as I want it, but I don't know how to change that variable. I'll have, excuse me, image textures and how to scale textures.
Yeah.
X and Y on the X and Y. Club like this. Yep. Clubs. Yep. That's about where I'm at right now.
Yep, that's
It's
the level of sophistication we're at the moment. Yep.
yeah, and I know it's like stupid simple how to set this so you can scale it on the X and Y axis both, and I just don't remember how to do it. But this is roughly the scale I need to be at because it has to be 20 feet and she's roughly 18. I had an update just a couple days ago that I did on mine, so
Oh,
I
that
shouldn't have another one.
so that might be my issue too if I update my drivers. Hang on a second. Maybe I can do that
Windows,
on my other machine.
Windows updates, driver updates, any of that can mess with you because Windows, when it downloads an update, it freezes a lot of stuff that you can't touch it
Yeah.
until you run that update, and it's
So
just meager.
if I do this on this one,
Back to landscape. We're going to
I have a 3080 Ti on that one.
We're going to add. That's the scale I want. I'm going
Let's
to
go and
add
download a new one just to. Now I'm just curious. So let's see here.
stuff to this.
NVIDIA.
Just to do this.
.com.
So that's the nice thing about doing it in,
No, it's a 30
manually
30
like this,
series.
so
Yeah.
Windows or UE doesn't try to world partition everything, is I can control where have these squares. So it's like I don't want all of these, so now I
3080
can
Ti.
manually center the image. I know it's not the right way to do it, but
I'm going to use the studio driver on this one because I don't run any games on this.
actually I'm gonna put one back in that corner, one there and one there, and then remove these.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, now Hamlet is centered roughly. Haha. More than one way to skin a Hamlet.
Need to figure out what
Not
it is.
sure, but it's got skinned because I fixed the dang thing.
Yeah, we have to stat it up. Yeah.
Man. And now I need to go back into landscape mode, but
I dare to try an update on this machine because if it crashes, I don't need it tonight.
with me while I close this.
Yeah.
I'm going to reload it, make sure it's still there, and then I'm going to back it up to Dropbox quick so I don't have to do this again. Because obviously the one I have in Dropbox is corrupted.
I perform a clean installation just to be sure this time.
Okay, so now levels. Haha.
And I'm
Omelet
remoting into
Village
it
is there.
as well, so there might be some issues. We'll see.
Okay, that is there again.
There we go.
And
Yeah.
go here to there to here. Omelet 2. Copy. Dropbox. Go to V5. We're going to delete the old one completely. Excuse me for clearing my throat, guys, but I just can't keep it clear tonight.
I actually use game drivers on my main one because they are better for flight sim.
Hmm.
So
I've been
therefore I've
told that
used them. But
Game Driver is the only way to go because Studio has a lot of stuff in it that messes with your 3D work,
yeah, it
is what I've
might
been
be. So
told.
yeah, I've heard that too. But I'm going to try the studio drivers on this one to see if that solves it, and then I'm
Hmm.
going to try the latest game drivers on my main machine and see what happens. So yeah. Oh, okay, that's cool. So we can switch between the two.
Hmm.
That is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I've
I
never
did I
messed with
didn't
that.
know that. I thought it was something you hard installed one set of drivers and you couldn't shift between the two.
I was having so many problems with the gaming that I do. I just said, forget it. I'm just going to go with the game
Mm-hmm.
ready, and I
Yeah.
haven't had any problems with 3D yet.
No,
It's
I
just that,
haven't had any issues until now with World Machine, but I don't know what the
yeah.
heck is. But there was something on the latest version said that they fixed something with the NVIDIA, blah blah something.
Hmm.
So yeah.
The world partition don't know that much about it to be messing with it, really. And everybody on like YouTube where you learn to do all that stuff is just like, oh, you just do this, 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 and this, and this, and this,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, you're all set to go.
Yep.
No, you're not all set to go because it's
Yep.
not as easy as it looks, people.
Yeah, so now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to start that terrible file again. And now I'm going to, and we got a crash. An immediate crash. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Does it get to crash so much?
I'm just opening the latest version
Oh,
of World Machine.
Jesus.
I'm just opening it, and boom, it crashes. Immediate opening, boom, crash.
Send him another
Yep.
email.
Yes, I'm doing that. So, yep.
Yep. He'll say, okay, okay, I get the point. There's a problem.
Yeah.
But hey, that's how you get it. Has Chico been chewing on the wires?
Yeah, might be. Yeah, no, he's not a wire chewer, thankfully, because if he were, he would live in the garage or on the golf course. That's it.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Cable chewing dogs, they live outside somewhere in the wilderness or they live in the garage. That's it. Yep.
I found out today that my apartment allows cats, and I did not know that
Oh,
because
okay.
I was like, I wish I
Hmm.
could have an animal, something like a
Yeah,
bird or cat or whatever,
yeah.
because it gets pretty lonely once in a
Hmm.
while living by
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
And my landlord happened to be in my apartment to access the roof because I have a little section of roof right outside my patio. Um, so instead of putting ladders up, they just climb off. Um, I said, I wish I had a cat to clean up all the popcorn I just spilled. And he goes, well, you can have a cat. I'm like, what? I can have a cat? I thought it was no pets. He says, no, 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 you can have a pet. You've been here 7 years. I know you're going to take care of it. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. Maybe I'll look into getting myself a kitty cat then.
yeah. Hmm.
So Ada was a chewer. She zapped herself really bad in the garage the year we got her. She never chewed anything since.
Yes.
That's you.
I've had friends who had a dog that was chewing on things. They put one of these cattle fences inside,
Oof.
and
Cattle fence?
yeah,
Ow!
yeah, and then she
Holy.
did chew it on cables again. So yep.
I
Hmm.
bet you she didn't. Holy
Nope. She
crap.
jumped. They heard a scream, and that was it.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yep. And they
That's
also
a.
used it on the neighbor's dog came and peed on their front porch on their just outside the door. So they coiled it up
Wow.
and put it there.
That's a.
So yep,
That was a rude awakening, I bet. It's
yep,
like,
yep,
hello.
yep. That dog never did that again ever. Yep.
I've actually accidentally touched the
Hmm.
fences like that. It's
I
like,
I
ouch.
haven't really I've been lucky that way, but I've seen in I've had colleagues who peed on them.
Oh,
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
and
that's not
they've
real
been
smart
screaming.
either.
Yeah, they've been screaming. So yeah, hmm,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. But how to do the XY scaling because this is off
Chewed
this way.
through a cable of a leaf blower.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh God.
Ouch.
Oh God. Yep.
All right,
Yep.
so
Poor animals. Yep.
let's see.
That's
Do
something for
I
America's Funniest Home Videos. Yeah.
Is that going to cause a major problem if
Oh
I
dear.
bring in some of my buildings?
Solve a lot of problems fast. Yeah.
Girder slate dot enable tips 0.
Maybe
Oops.
they work on wolves and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Um, I actually had a cat when I lived down in Missouri that I'd be sitting there watching TV or working on my computer, and all of a sudden, just wham, she'd try and bite me and stuff. I've only hit her one time, but it was hard enough to send her flying, and that's the last time she ever did it.
Yeah.
But I had to because I could not break her of that habit without getting physical with
Some
her.
cats just want to piss you off because they and so yeah. So when
Yeah.
they get
It was
yeah.
fine the first couple times
Hmm.
she did it, but when she drew blood, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
You need
Hmm.
to learn
Yeah.
fast. And that was
Hmm.
the first thing I did.
Yeah.
That's the one and only time I've spanked a cat that hard.
Hmm.
And I'm never going to do it again, hopefully. But if they bite me and draw blood, ooh, no, no, no. Especially when I wasn't playing with them or doing anything. I was just sitting there with my hand on
Hmm.
this on the arm of the couch. So uh, I'm not an animal abuser in any way, shape, or form, but
Yeah.
some days you just gotta teach them a
Chico
lesson.
sounds like he wants to kill me, but he only
Hmm.
play bites. He's never
Yep.
bitten me hard ever. But
Um,
he is so fierce, and he sounds like he's going to kill me when we play. When he plays, he has a growl and a snarl, and he bites after you. Thinking in
actually,
the beginning,
that's
I was like, "Oh, that damn dog wants to kill me," but he's never bitten
right.
hard, and but he has never done that. It really, and
Okay.
if I scream like it hurts, he stops instantly. Like, "Oh, mommy, did it hurt? I didn't mean to," and then he continues
Mommy, mommy,
again. So,
mommy, 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 I didn't
yep.
mean to.
Yep. So he's
Um,
really friendly, but he sounds like damn he's going into for a kill. So yep,
what was I
he's so
building this
fierce,
to? Because it's awful
and
big.
he is in happy land right now, sleeping. Yep.
And
Down here
cat fear. She
in
was
the
terribly
yeomanry with
abused as a
stuff. So
racist.
yep.
She abused as racist. We should have fled. Yep. No, that's capital offense. There,
Mhm.
cats right there. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And she
Mhm.
was a stray that I picked up. She was outside my
Yeah.
door at the apartment one
Mhm.
night, and just a kitten at that time, maybe this big. And I fed her, from the time she was a baby, and I could cuddle her and do whatever. I could handle her. But
If you
as
ignore.
she's nail ya,
Yeah.
teeth and all, and I finally said, "That is enough. You drew blood. No more pardons for you." So yeah, I could be probably reported to SPCA for that one, but I've never abused a cat otherwise. I've had cats all my life. So
Yeah. I
I
remember
felt
when.
bad doing it, but it was
Yeah.
just like, you gotta learn fast. And you gotta
I
learn
I
very,
remember
very
when I had cat
fast.
back in Sweden. I woke up one night in the apartment. So for a few seconds, I was like, "Where the heck is a gun? I need to kill something." And it was just the one of the cats got stuck inside a paper bag that was laying around,
Oh, Jesus.
and, and he was desperately trying to get out of it. And
I used to have,
God, what I can't imagine the cats making so much noise. He was like
my,
going, "Oh wow,
oh God,
yeah,
I bet he's just freaking
oh
out.
yeah,
But,
yeah, much noise." So they were
oh
all
my
like
God,
fleeing left and right. Yeah,
we had uh, we babysat my sister's cat, and
yeah.
her daughter was there at the time. We were watching
Hmm.
the kids and the cats. And oh my God, the kid tied a bell with a string to the cat, and then the cat was put out in the garage to do her business because we had a potty box out there for the other cats. And somehow or another, she got that string wrapped around something, and she was screeching. And
Oh
oh
yeah,
my God,
oh yeah. They
because she
don't
couldn't
like
get it
that.
off her tail. I finally
Yeah.
had to grab her with some
Hmm.
gloves and hold
Yeah.
on to her
Yeah.
so we could cut her free. But
Yeah.
I was just like,
My
don't.
he was the one. He was terrified of ghosts. He saw ghosts everywhere, but he had to look. So he got
Oh,
himself
wow.
caught in a paper bag, and he got the handle from a paper bag from a grocery store around his neck, and then he was running inside and tearing the paper bag into pieces, running around at night, and he scared the living bejesus out of both me and all the other cats. So all the other cats were scrambling everywhere. So it was like I woke up. Yeah. And another
Wow.
time they dragged a big rat in and chased it, hunting it in the kitchen. And the rat was almost as big as the cats, as the smallest cat. So it was a really big rat. And
Mm.
damn, the rat was screaming, and the cats were hunting it. And there was blood everywhere. The whole kitchen looked like someone had been a slaughterhouse in there, and it was damn, it was tough.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I
Yeah,
got in, they all stopped, and the rat was like half dead. See, mommy, what we brought you now, it's for you to kill.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just oof.
yeah.
Child justice
And
give
they just
mom's
ignored it
protection.
after I got up there. So then he was like, "It's mommy's prey." We gave it. So yeah,
Okay,
and they were
so
all looking so proud. All of
parameter,
them, all four, were looking so
parameter,
proud when they got a big rat
scale
in
the
there. Yeah.
texture. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. I just looked up the how to scale the.
When I slept in my bed, they came and left little mice and stuff on me when I was sleeping at night. So yeah, I woke
Yeah,
up and
my
they came and gave me live prey. Yep.
my cat would do that too. He'd
Yep.
leave. We had a big old Tommy cat, and he'd be out hunting and
And I don't
wow,
scream. I
wow,
I
until
kind
you come
of try
look.
to tell them that please can you go at somewhere else with that thing. Yeah.
Parameters.
But they
So
didn't
I
understand
need
that my ungratefulness
so I
for such an
scale
effort
it
to bring.
and add. And I want to.
We
I'm
can
trying to
just. When
follow
I
a.
told my mother, she screamed in the phone just thinking about it. So yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
follow a imager picture. I need two single variables,
Uh
and I
oh.
need a make float. What the hell's a make float? I've never heard of it. Float.
Oh, yeah.
So if any of the other
This
greyhounds got blood units running
Chico,
in the
he's a
walls.
really smart dog. He doesn't do dumb stuff.
It's not
I'm impressed with how smart he is.
My
But
cat chewed one cord, my old Tommy cat, he chewed one cord off the sewing machine, and that was the last one he ever touched.
yep.
Um, and mom goes, "Yep." And then me, the brilliant child I was back then, took a
Hmm.
scissors to her cord too. She
Uh-oh.
wasn't happy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
not real bright.
We invented, me and some friends,
And
when I was like 5 6 years old, we invented a new game we called Spider's Nest. We found mommy's yarn. She had them in a big basket, and she had a lot of yarns. We took yarns and
oh
we
Jesus.
spun. We took the yarn and connected it to everything in the room, so we're like a huge spider web. And when my mother came home and she opened the door and the whole thing collapsed, and that was, she was not
Oof.
happy over that game because apparently the yarn was very expensive. We didn't get that, so and so we ruined things. That yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, my old Tommy cat, he was a kitten when we got him, and he was half Angora, half mutt, I guess you call him.
Yeah.
So he had really medium length hair, but he was just beautiful. Biggest, huggiest cat you ever want to see. But
Mhm.
um, when he we moved, he started getting sick and all that stuff. I think he ended up having renal failure or something, and we just,
Yeah.
you know, it was he was like 21 years old,
Oh
I think, when he
wow.
passed. He was an old kitty cat, really,
Mhm.
really old.
Yeah.
So we had a good run. He was my baby. I used to take
Mhm.
naps with him.
Yeah. And
But yeah, we've always had cats. My mom has a kitty cat that's almost as big as her, it seems like.
mhm.
UV scale, make float 2. Okay,
North
so I'm gonna do this and do a
reach.
duplicate, do that, get rid of my tiling node, and this is gonna be called the U scale with value 1. This one's gonna be called the V scale. And we're gonna put it into a multiply node. Blam and blam. Then I better document it or I'll never remember what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I don't have
Just
my
a
index there.
customer survey response is something from
Okay.
no, nothing yet because I sent so many emails today, so he should.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing yet.
Reload that to make sure it's working. Yeah, that's working, I think. Well, there's so many things that you do as a kid or adults or whatever that you're just like,
Mhm.
wow. Okay, get over there. That's
And now I
fine.
need
Stay
to
over here.
catch up on my email tomorrow because I have so many emails laying around that I need to respond to. So
Mm-hmm.
when I get back tomorrow, that's the
Okay.
priority one tomorrow.
So now You going somewhere tomorrow again?
Yeah, tomorrow morning, me and Chico are going to an and she's going to Australia she kind of bought a new house and then she's going to Australia in like in like 10 days or so, and she's going to be gone for 10 days, and we're going to babysit her dog. So me and Chico is
Oh,
going to go over there tomorrow and see that they are compatible, but I don't think it's a problem. He loves every other dog and he gets along just fine with almost every dog. So, and it's an old little dog, so it shouldn't be a problem. But we're going to have an expedition tomorrow morning and make sure that they get along before they have to, so to speak.
nice,
Yep. So that's a
nice.
little, and he loves to go in the car ride expeditions. He loves that. So every time we've been in the car, he wants to. He walks to the car and wags his tail for like several weeks afterwards because he wants to go in the car again. And now we haven't
Nice.
done it in a while, so I think he will be so happy tomorrow to do that.
Yeah.
And then when I get back home, I'm going to go through my inboxes and respond to all the stuff that I've been neglecting for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Our lives would be so boring without animals.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Structures. There we
Hey,
go.
Farmer Sins, how you doing? Well, look at my chat, sorry.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Um, let's see. I want to do a scale.
Then we have Fort William.
Wait, I need to change that. I need to put priorities on these. Um, I need to do.
And then we have De La
This one
Cars Tower.
is gonna be
A
in
ruined.
group
That's kind of a cool name, though.
scaling. Oops, can't spell. Scaling. Excuse me. Stupid throat. Does this every time I want to stream and do things. It's just like grr. Okay, so that should be in scaling. And then these two will be in the group. Offset. Set. That should help straighten it out. So save it.
Oh, but this is cool with Chico. He's a rat. He's a mini pincher. They are rat
Okay, so
hunters, so he loves to go hunting
search
for
for
small things, and
4.
he is lightning fast going after them. So it's just a matter of time before he gets something, so to speak. And he has the killer instinct of small little things. So if he finds a little lizard or mouse or something, he would definitely go after it.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Now we're back in business.
Yeah, they use mini pinchers for rat hunting and pinchers too. Yeah,
Where did my mannequin go? I lost her. I lost
yeah.
Quinn somewhere. Where'd she go? Quinn, where are you? There you are. She's hiding in the brewery. Okay, so this one should be adjusted
Let's see
to
here. The out.
mute myself till I get this throat
Mhm.
cleared.
The outpost. Small.
Oh, it's just got to be a poop every time I want to do a stream. Let's see.
My
This one
throat has
is
been
gonna
terrible the entire stream here, so
005. Which way did that stretch? That stretched in the wrong way. 0035. This will be 0.005. Sins, I am working on the village one. So
yep.
I'm actually rebuilding it. I started building it once before, and the program decided, oh no, I don't want to keep your landscape, so got rid of it. So this will be a fully realized village with buildings and trees and everything when I get done with it. Right now, I'm just back in the whole thing. So back in recreating everything. I'm trying to get my scale right on the grids so I can get it to the right size, which I'm using my sophisticated measuring tool to do it. So omelette. That's a tasty one too.
Yep.
Dang throat, stop it. I'm getting Anna started. Haha.
Oh, I've been terrible. I'm
Um,
just
let's
for
see.
easy to me to
AC
just put my mic away when I'm coughing. So
5.00.
my Bluetooth headset on the phone is much easier, much harder because then I have to mute my. Now I can just put my mic away when I'm coughing. Yeah.
0.0025. Make sure trying to get my scale right
Okay.
here.
We
Ooh, I'm
have.
very close.
Mhm.
0.24.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry too. So when we're done
Point
here
zero
in
zero
like
two
10
four.
minutes, I need to
We'll go
end this and
2, 3.
go and eat something.
2, 3. There we go. So 0.23, and you're the right direction. Rearrange my view. So I do that,
Mail.
and this one is 0.003. Move you down a little bit so I can still stay. Actually, right there, 0.003 and 0.023 are my lucky numbers, looks like. So if I go up in the sky like a bird, that should look square. It does. Haha. So my little imager picture worked. All right, so that's good. Now I need to, even though I'm sucking on water, it's still deciding, oh no, I want to be a poop and make you sound like a
Mm-hmm.
old frog.
Yeah, I'm going to take one more cough drop before I end the stream, and
Okay,
then
now what
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
do is go into
use this
landscape
one, and then when
mode
I'm done with that, I'm going to.
and
It's time to eat
sculpt,
something.
sculpt. I don't want a gigantic.
But at least I got a
Okay,
decent amount of stuff done in GIS
go a bit
today.
bigger. Point. Go
Over here.
325 on the size. And we're gonna make a bump. Yep, we're gonna make a bump in our terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go flatten to about that height. Or less, because that makes it awful high. I don't need it that tall. Just want an indicator of how tall this needs to be. I'm just marking my road. Because sadly, there's no way to really make this without having the laydown map on top of here, like I have it. I'm not good at freehanding landscapes and stuff. This is how I did Nargonstall too, though. I did it
Okay.
this way. I
Yeah.
started out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back and I painted this raised section before when I changed it to the. I just went like this. Made my pathways so I know where the roads are. And we'll do a little entrance there. Then it goes up like this. Goes up this way. And then there's hills and everything else I gotta account for here. So I'm just gonna go straight across. I'll do the hills next. Did that go crooked enough? Sure it did. And then off the edge. And I gotta come this way with it. Up to the brewery.
Yeah.
And then we also have to go. Did I do that section? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I need this road here. This one that goes up past the mill.
The town of Bern. You can wonder how they got that name. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Town of Bern. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna make my
The
brush a little
town
bit
of
smaller.
Abbeville sounds much more.
30,
Or the
20.
town of Wickler or well, there's a Westburn too. So yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Actually, that's still too big. Go 310. Get rid of that. or a little closer to the size I need. And then we have the mill.
Okay, yeah, there you have. Yeah. Bern and
Um,
Rufus. Yeah.
I had a nice chicken breast with stuff for dinner, and I'm starving. I'm hungry now. It's like arg, 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 chewing on my. Would have to go find something else to eat a little bit.
Because then we're gone.
Uh,
Then
yep.
I'm hungry too. Yeah.
I want to get back to or get going on my 3D stuff on my YouTube channel a little bit. I
hmm
just don't have the
I
oomph to do
hope that
this
I
kind
can
of stuff.
solve the issue with the World Machine. We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to revert to the old version.
Yeah. The problem is I can't render tiled look in it, but I can render in it. That's the
Well, that
problem.
kind of sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. But I'll set up a support ticket and see because it's if it's on my two machines, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who had the problem. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. At first I was worried because it was only that file, but now I just put one other little device in, and boom, it crashed anyway. So now I think it's more common. It's something done, and the old version, fine. It's the new version that just
I need to make the river,
okay. We have
which is a minus sculpt.
Thistledale, but we have
And we're gonna
Dwarven
go
Town.
down
Let's
a
do
little
that
more.
one
No,
first
too
here.
far. We're gonna go 250 for brush size. Nope.
Taris down
Let's go
here,
300 for brush size.
there.
And yeah, that's about right. All right, so dig a hole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to dig that deep a hole though. Flatten. We're gonna flatten it at that height. Just to give me an idea. Actually, that's too deep because that's gonna make issues doing my blending on the sides. So I'm gonna have to bring that up.
Yeah.
Flatten. Because I'm getting really steep
East,
artifacts here, and I don't want that.
east cut. Type down. And then we
Now,
have
to do this kind of work in Giant's Engine, I wouldn't
Mhm.
be able to do this.
Paint in like that. Oh, that's neat. I wish
I'm
I could.
actually just
Yeah, I
pushing the
wish I
ground.
could do. I tried to do that in Vue back in the day, and it
Mm-hmm.
supported Wacom and stuff. The problem was that if I tried to do it, then the computer was never up to it. The program just crashed after a while, so it was not
Oof.
stable enough. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And it's
This
also
is.
really hard to do large areas because it's so hard to mold it into something that actually looks good, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way, I would love to take the current map and so hard in Vue, but it was long before its time, so to speak. So maybe I'll try and see if that's possible in World Creator just for the heck of it to
Mm-hmm.
see because they will be kind of cool.
I'm sure it is, but you just got to learn, like you're doing with World Machine, where you've spent the time to figure out how to do it and
Yeah,
what to do
yeah,
with it, and
yeah, exactly.
you know.
In World Creator, I've spent 10 hours, and in World Machine, I spent 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
realized that the pixel soup, there's probably a way around it, but that to me. But on the other
Okay,
hand, the
now
new
I
version of World
need.
Machine also have pixel soup. So
About Unreal is they tend to make things as easy as possible for
yeah,
modeling
but
and,
I don't know what it is. All the new tools that are supposed to look so cool and be so cool, they're just pixel soup. They look
mm-hmm.
worse.
Yeah.
I have to use the old version just to see what the heck I'm doing. Because the new
Mm-hmm.
version I can render in it, but I can't work in it because it just looks like pixel soup.
Well,
And then,
one thing
yeah,
with like Unreal, it's used by so many studios, they can't mess around. They've got to get their crap together fast,
yeah. But it
you
seems
know.
like everybody else except Pixel Soup. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't like Pixel Soup. I want to see what the heck I'm doing. I can wait a few seconds, but instead of getting instant Pixel Soup, I want to have like more takes a little while, and then I get something that looks nice, or at least
Well, I was
reasonable and nice.
trying to do some sculpting on my map for that I'm building with my farm on it, and
Yeah,
oh my God, I just can't believe the difference. I can't do this in Giants Editor, going through here like this and
yeah.
sculpting. I just can't do it. It just does not do it.
hmm
So it's I don't know if it's the engine the way they've written it or what, but you just cannot do this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the rough idea of the river and lake. Make sure I get it all.
Let me have it town here again.
And now I need to do the hills. Okay, so the hills, I think we figured they would go sculpt. They would go up about
Yeah,
roughly, give
here,
or
yeah,
take,
yeah.
per layer,
Here we have
something like
a
that.
town called Harlaton. I wonder how they got their name. Yep. Hmm.
Harlots, yeah.
Yeah. It's in
So let's do
Yeomanry. They're one of the
this.
cutest little cuddly realms in the Greyhawk
Okay,
in the Flemmies.
if you
So
say
yeah,
so.
they're, that's their reputation. But they
Yeah,
might be very liberal too. So you never know. Yeah.
yeah. You own the yeomanry, huh? And he goes, what? I said, yeah, there's the yeomanry. I said, it's your home turf. And he says, that is so cool. I'll have
Yeah.
to use it when I do D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, cool.
Yeah.
You can be royalty from there.
Yeah. Well, they don't have royalty. That's the whole point.
Oh,
They're a
they don't.
democracy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I did not know that
I'm
about
I'm not
yeomanry.
I forgot what the name of the whoever is in the maybe he is royal, but I don't think they use the king royal titles. I think they have other titles like Master Yeoman or something. I forgot, but
Oh, yeah,
please,
I don't
yeah,
remember either. Welsh choir, see, men of
Men of
Harlech.
Harlech. Yep.
Yep,
Hmm.
could be. I know you guys are all Greyhawkers in here, but if you want a really kind of a cool world to just mess around with and get ideas from, check out Midgard. It's got some cool stuff in there.
Hmm.
And I know Greyhawk is a cool thing because I still love Greyhawk, but it's always fun to check and see what else you can
Yeah.
do, or throw something in here that isn't quite supposed to be there kind of thing.
Yeah. Now I'm going to put the town of yeah, Thistledale.
This one I have to connect over,
This
and then I need to over
town
it up.
and ta-da! And for some reason
This
the
is
other
more than likely
name
going to
didn't.
be. I don't know how big of a hill this is. I'm gonna have to put the
Move
Quinn
that
next
one
to it to see how big this hill is. Might be a little too tall.
to both use the restroom, but I need to eat something too. So
Here.
and we done 2 hours and 18 minutes, and I got some really good amount of work done in QGIS today. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good. I'm going to save it. Okay, any shout outs and stuff?
Not really. It's just, keep going with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You learn
Yep,
every day. That's a
yep.
big thing.
And I can shout
Um,
out on Sunday on Lord Gasumba channel. It will be
what?
Jay at Greenwood and me. We will talk about factions and stuff in Greyhawk and Forgotten Realms. I guess most Forgotten Realms because it's Ed, so it's so cool. So we can have him on and we can babble about things.
Yeah,
That
I
can be
used to
yep.
follow the Forgotten Realms a lot when I was reading about Dritz and
Mm-hmm.
all the companionships and stuff like
Yep.
that. And
Now I wish I studied Forgotten Realms way more. Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Forgotten Realms is actually pretty cool, but
It's
I'm
really
just
cool. Yep. Mm-hmm.
not a big fan of the new
Well,
stuff.
I've been lazy, so I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, Forgotten
the
Realms
realms
might be.
itself are
Yeah.
cool, but some of the stuff that they've done with the characters, I'm just like, like
Well, that.
two of the
Yeah.
main characters from the Dritz series
Mm-hmm.
died
Uh-oh.
in down in hell or someplace, and then
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden, oh, they're
Well,
here
that.
again.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well,
what the heck?
some happens. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's just me though.
Yep.
My brain isn't logical or is illogical in that regard. It's just like that doesn't make sense.
Yep. Okay, so I wish everybody a wonderful weekend and see you again Sunday on Lord Gasumba channel, and then we will be back for Legends and Lore next week and some more mapping streams, and hopefully I will clear up the problem with the World Machine so I can get on with that too, because that will be very frustrating if that stops working. So, yep.
Yep, that it will be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm hoping to heck this thing behaves itself now too, because
Yeah,
I don't want to do
exactly.
this a third time.
We need to sort this thing out. So that's mission for Monday and stuff, Sunday
I
and
think
Monday.
what I might do is delete the engine and reinstall it just to see if it
Exactly.
straightens out the
I'm going to
problems
try that too and
that I'm
reinstall
experiencing.
World Machine 2 and see if that might help too. So yeah, I've done the graphics driver, and that didn't work. So I'll try and
Yeah, because
reinstall it.
I'm
We'll
getting a
see.
lot of issues with
Yeah, I've changed the
Unreal
settings
lately.
and so I don't overuse memory and stuff like that, and that didn't seem to kind of succeed.
Yep,
So have a great one.
sadly.
Thank you everybody for all the support and coming by and stuff.
Hmm. And bearing with me as I
Mhm.
curse and go, Erg,
Oh
why are
yeah,
you
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this?
Me too.
What? Oh, you
Okay.
should have heard me just before the stream. I was like, Anna, it's gone. What do I do?
Yeah, yeah, we were both cursing quite a bit before we started, so
Oh,
we
it's
settled
like,
down and
come
then
on.
we had other things to
I'm,
do, thankfully. So yeah.
yep, yep,
Okay, so see you guys soon. Take care.
yep. Bye, guys.